Hi, my name is Jayoza, and one of the things that I do is I mentor this free Coursera course called Introduction to Public Speaking. And one of the students had posted a comment after listening to Barack Obama's State of the Union speech. And she said that taking this course has helped her improve her listening skills. So it got me thinking. I said a lot of people take this course because they want to become a better speaker. And I've taken this course a number of times, and I agree. If you go through the 10 weeks, you will be a better speaker than when you started. Take my word for it, do it. But there are other skills you also develop along with it. So let me list a few of them. One, obviously, as this student pointed out, is listening skills. You become a better listener. I believe that to become a good speaker, you also have to become a good listener. Otherwise, you're just speaking and you're not listening. By that I mean is it's a one-way communication. When you're giving a speech, it should be based on something that you have heard or you have listened to. It's almost like you're having a dialogue. Your speech will come across as one directional, and you don't want that to happen. So, developing listening skills is something you do become good at by taking this course because you have to listen to what people are saying much closely. The second skill that you become good at is giving and receiving feedback. One of the things you do in this course is you have to give feedback to students on the speeches they give. Now, in the beginning, you may not be good at it, even though the course gives you a rubric, but then you kind of develop your own style. And that's kind of what I've done. In the beginning, I kind of followed the rubric that the, the instructor, Dr. McGarity, asks us to use, where he wants us to look at the invention, arrangement, style, delivery, and all of that, right? But then you realize after going through a few of them that there may be some other things that you can kind of create on your own that would be just as effective. So you learn how to give effective feedback. The other thing that I've also noticed that you become good at is, if you want to improve, is learn how to receive feedback. Now, a lot of people are not good at this. They want feedback, but they don't know how to receive it or how to create an environment where the other person can give you good feedback. So that's a skill that you also learned by taking this course. And one of the things that we do in this course, which is not part of the course, it's something as a service that we provide as a mentor, is we do a show called Speech Talk Live. And there we get to practice some of this because the course is just lectures and you post a speech. You don't get an opportunity to interact with people face to face or on online. So we do that, and some do take advantage of that. The other skill that you also develop that you don't think about is thinking. Speaking is thinking. When you're giving a speech, especially if you're not reading it, there's a lot of thinking you have to do, such as what is the message you want to communicate? How are you going to communicate that message? What level should you be speaking at? What do you know about the audience? Will this message resonate? Are you persuading? Are you informing? There is a lot you have to think about. And what it does is that it gets you to start thinking about the topic that you want to speak about. And I think you do become a better thinker if you're giving more variety of speeches. The other skill I think you also develop along the way is organizing your thought. And this happens specifically with the impromptu, but I've noticed that I'm now able to organize my thought much faster. I know exactly few words to key in on and then talk about it. Like, for example, this speech that I'm giving right now. This is my first take, and obviously I had gone over with another mentor named Julie. So even though this is my first take, I did go over it with somebody. But all I did was I just wrote down the number of skills that you improve by taking the course. And now I'm just speaking off the cuff. So I believe I wouldn't be able to do this if I hadn't gone through this Coursera course. So you do learn to organize your thought and come across looking much more authoritative about what you're talking about. A lot of people get lost here. They just cannot organize their thought and they just ramble on. I don't do that much anymore. Okay, the other skill is you develop confidence. And this is important. If you can go through the course and record for the speeches and you keep doing it, you do develop confidence. And where this comes into play is at work, when you're meeting people, networking events, where you are confident that you have something to say and you can carry out a conversation. Now, the course doesn't really teach you how to have conversation. You're gonna have to improvise. But the course does give you enough of a foundation or knowledge where you can take what it's teaching you and adapt it to your specific situation. So, if you're watching this and saying, hey, I want to become a good conversationalist, the course will not teach you how to do that. This is something that I have kind of picked up. So maybe I should add another skill while I'm just talking to improvisational. You can learn how to improvise quickly because taking this course. And speaking is kind of, you're improvising, you're pivoting, doing all that. So you become much more adaptable in how you're speaking. So improvisational is another skill that I would just add to that. And the last one that I want to talk about is risk taking. A lot of people have fear. They don't want to engage in a conversation, they don't want to speak up. And I have a feeling that one of the main reasons is they just don't know how to, have never practiced how to speak up and how to come across with, with their message that resonates. By taking this course and recording 4 speeches and then continuing onwards, you will learn to take more risks when it comes to talking to people. And this last one is very important because every interaction that you do not take advantage of, or at least take it to the end level as you can, how far you can take a conversation, that's an opportunity missed. And a lot of times we just don't want to interact with people because we are not bold enough to take risk. And I believe that one of the skills that you do get from taking this course and finishing it, you will be more likely to take risks. You will not be afraid. Well, we're all afraid a little bit, but you will still take the risk because you will have done it. So I strongly urge you, if you're watching this, to take this course. It's a Coursera's course called Introduction to Public Speaking. It's taught by Dr. McGarity from University of Washington. Not just to improve your public speaking skills, but you get to improve all these other skills along with it that the course doesn't even really promote. But I believe that some of these skills may be even more important than just public speaking, because a lot of us don't really give a lot of public speeches. But we still have to listen, we still have to give feedback, we still have to be confident, we still have to take risks, we still have to think, we still have to organize our thought, and we still have to improvise at events where we're talking to people, when we're having conversation. So I think there's a lot you can learn taking this course. And I hope you do take it, and I hope you do finish it, and then I hope you continue with it. And you will not only be a good to great speaker, but you'll be a good listener, good at providing feedback, good at receiving feedback, good at thinking, good at improvising, confident, and taking risks. Let me know what you think. Thank you.